Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. My name is Tess. Today's video is going to be a review, demo, and some swatches on the Kaleidos Futurism Electro Turquoise palette. This palette has been around. It is new to me though. I've heard a lot of good things about this brand and I didn't know they're actually one of the brands on taobao as well, and they're quite popular on taobao. They did really well on their marketing. I definitely heard things more or so from like Western or foreign YouTubers. Yeah, I heard nothing but really good things about their eyeshadows. I've been really curious on their formula and I get to try it out. Special thanks to Yujin Makeup on Instagram. Please go check her out. She lent me this palette to play with. So yeah, without further ado, if you guys are interested in today's video, please don't forget to like it and share with your friends, and let's get on with the video. Okay guys, that I already primed my eyes. Let's go ahead and go into a transition shade. I'm going to this single eyeshadow from Colourgram. This is a brand from Korea, I think. It's one of those K-beauty brands. I'm just gonna go into the shadow and use it as base color because there's actually no transition shade in the palette. So I kind of want to set it down with this brown, and I'm using a BH Marble Locks number 7 brush, one of those like fluffy blending brush. I'm just gonna buff and blend through the crease around my outer corner. Okay, now I'm just going to a clean brush to kind of soften the edges. Clean taper blending. I'm just gonna buff over that, and now I just want to go into some of the Charlotte Tilbury shade. It is just a little tad bit darker, my inner and outer, because we're gonna create a halo effect. Lightly pulled it out. Alright, let's go into the palette. I'm gonna take this dark brown and I'm gonna pop that on my inner and outer. I feel like the thing with this eyeshadow, it kind of deposited a lot of pigment at first, but when you try to blend it out, it kind of just gets a little patchy. I don't know if you guys can see in the camera, but that's how the shadow performs. I'm gonna use a different brush. I'm gonna go to a BH Pro number 8, and let me try to work on it on like this. Kind of wiggle back and forth. Alright, now I want to go back to the first BH Marble Locks number 7. Buff it out. I'm gonna diffuse it out. I kind of feel like, yeah, the mattes, especially this dark brown, is not the best brown on the planet to work with. You kind of have to, you know, go back and forth for a long time to make it look not as weird and patchy. It just gets like that. You kind of have to tap and then flick. Right now I kind of want to go back to the orangey pop. Go in with my BH Marble Lock closely blending. I'm just gonna buff the edges out.
Take me on this journey home. I don't wanna wait no more.
Okay, so for the center of my eyes, I'm going to go into the usual, you already know. Let's take some glitter primer and I'm gonna go into pat that on the center just to give it a sticky base. I'm going back to this neon orange yellow. Press it on.
Space makes me sad.
And as you guys can see, the dark brown kind of got blended away. You have to just go back to the dark brown. Kind of build it back up.
Feeling like Pluto. You already knew though.
Use my finger and pat it down again.
When it's day, how come the sky at night makes me this way?
I'm gonna go into the fluffy BH Marble Luxe smaller blending. I'm gonna buff the edges. You can kind of bring it higher up to the brow bone, so there's that really pretty fade. For my lower lash line, I'm gonna go into the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Zulu, and I'm gonna put that on my lower waterline. Okay, just to deepen my outer lower lash line, I want to go into this deep sea kind of a blue. Tuck that on my outer corner.
Look up from your telescope, take me on this journey home. I don't wanna wait no more.
I'm just gonna bring it a little lower. And then I'm gonna start to swoop this shade upwards. Not to meet the top, I kind of want to leave a little bit of that space in between. Just a tiny bit of a, kind of like a negative space, a little. And go into the lightest mint, this shade right here. Inner part of my lower lash line. And then I want to just lightly blend this out. And I do kind of feel like the lightest mint kind of doesn't show up the most. So I'm gonna switch to a Real Technique brush and kind of just like stamp the color on.
I'm hiding just behind the stars, but how come the stars don't shine?
To the deepest color and deepen it up. Okay, I'm going back to this brush that I just used for the concealer, and I'm going to just lightly buff the end out. And then for my inner corner, I'm going back into the NYX glitter primer. I want to put that on my inner corner. You can see a little bit of glitter because I created this look yesterday, but I want to do it again just for you guys. I'm taking this glittery goodness and I'm going to pop that on my inner corner and then bring it up. Oof, that is beautiful. I'm gonna put a little bit on the inner corner of my eyes as well. Just a little bit on this side. Okay, to highlight the brow bone, I want to go into my 102A Perfection Glow Highlighter. I just want to pop that on the brow bone area. just to give a pretty glow effect on the brow bone. And then I want to go back to some more of that orange. And you see, like, I feel like every time I layer something on top, it just kind of disappears. The color kind of just disappears, so I have to go back and add the orangey back up. I feel like this palette, you really have to keep layering and layering and layering. So if you're willing to work with it, I think it's fine. Okay, you guys, with some liner and lash, this is the final look. I actually love how this look came out. It's really futuristic and very smoky, just how I like it. This is one of their older palettes, so I don't know if their newer palettes have a better formula or something. This is actually my second day doing this look. I actually like how it came out better than yesterday's. This is a slightly more intense, more dramatic. I put in an extra effort to blend and pack on the colors, so I actually do love how this look came out.
Doesn't matter what you say, 'cause now that I don't have it, I only miss it.
Alrighty, you guys, now it's time for me to give you guys some of my thoughts on the palette. I mean, I do enjoy this color story. It's something kind of different from anything that I own in my collection. Like, I don't normally would put this look together. Formula wise, I really love this green duochrome. It shifts turquoise, gold. This shade is really beautiful. Other than that, I just didn't feel like the formula lasts super long on my eyelids. I put this makeup on for 3-4 hours, I would say, maximum. I just want to show you guys how it kind of started to fade a lot. I feel like it was a lot more vibrant when I first put it on, and now it kind of gets a little uneven, a little slightly patchy, and the orange shade has definitely changed color, right? I mean, it is still a really pretty look, but I kind of do feel like I can create this look without the palette, just for my own collection. My only issue with this palette is that it kind of started to fade, and I didn't even go out or anything. It just, for some reason, it didn't last super long on my eyes. I feel like for the darker turquoise shade, this like deep sea blue shade, I just kind of feel like I was trying to deepen my outer corner with this blue, but it just got blended away. I really was planning to do another look with this palette, but I just didn't love like how the formula just like faded so quickly, and it looks just a little patchy. I would say if you already have something like this in your collection, you definitely don't need this palette. But if you don't have these colors and you like the color story, definitely go for it. But for me personally, I kind of feel like I was a little let down. Oh, the shades just like completely faded. I use glitter glue on the center as well. Overall, packaging is really beautiful. I love the color story. Love this shimmer. The mattes, I didn't like the brown shade that's in the palette. I just kind of feel like it definitely did not blend it out the way I wanted to blend out. I'll just give it like a 6 and a 7. I'm okay with their formula. I just didn't think it was super long lasting. It took me quite a while to build on and blend out the shade. Blue was a little disappointing. It didn't get super deep, and yeah, that's pretty much what I think about it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you do, please don't forget to subscribe. If you have not subscribed, follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.